Hi, good evening class. My name is Ashley Castaneda and I'm currently a second year student here at San Joaquin Delta College, and I'm also part of the class which is COM ST1A Public Speaking, and this is basically my video for our getting to know each other / our classmates. And so basically the first question asked to give 2 tips about, online courses or through Zoom courses, and to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly that we have gone through during online courses. So currently all of my classes are asynchronous, but last semester 2 of my classes were through Zoom conference calls. And while it is good, obviously, that we get to be at home away from people, it's keeping our social distance, it is kind of harder for students to find areas where they can learn well, because most of us are either at home or with other people, maybe living on our own. But those of us who do live at home, such as myself, I live here with my mom and my sister, it does get kind of hard to find a place where I can just, focus on my studies, be in a call and not have any background noise. But I have been able to manage, like I tell my sister, I'm like, okay, go to the room, or my mom, stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend finding a place where you can successfully complete your class video calls, where you won't be distracted or have any interruptions. And also make sure to mute your mic if you are going to be talking to somebody else, even though you are during a class call, because you don't want to be speaking and then the rest of your classmates hear you through the call, or you're interrupting the professor while they're speaking, stuff like that. But one negative I would say about this, again, is that not all students are able to have a place where they can successfully do their studies, just because everybody's life is different. They might be in a hectic environment and stuff like that. And also just, a lot of people are like visual learners, but like to do stuff, like hands-on, like they're in the same room, not a lot of people are good at learning through the computer. I myself, I would rather prefer to be in a classroom, raising my hand, asking questions, stuff like that. But, throughout the pandemic and stuff like this, I have been able to, adapt. So, which is a good thing. But yeah, so that's my answer for question number 1. Now moving on to question number 2, which is to tell you guys something interesting about myself, or 3 interesting things about myself. So number 1 would be that since the quarantine has started, I tried finding like different hobbies and stuff. I was stuck on Sudoku for a while, but I moved on, and I decided to teach myself how to juggle. And I have it down, like the motion, stuff like that, but I just I get a little confused once it reaches like past like the 3rd time I toss it in the air. So I'm still working on it. I won't put myself juggling right now, but just know that I am trying. Number 2 is that I started getting into planting and plants and stuff. It was my mom's hobby, but I kind of tagged along with her, and I'm learning, about the different plants and how to, take them out of the pot, replant, all that stuff, different soils, it's a lot, but it's pretty interesting. And also since the quarantine, I started working out, I've had more free time than before, even though, I've had to turn my house into kind of in-home gym, even though all of my, my setup isn't the best, but, I try, right? I use household items as weights and stuff like that. So I've brought my mile time, which was 10 minutes before the quarantine, down to 7, which is honestly a 3-minute improvement, I think is a lot. I don't know. But I'm shooting for 6 minutes, which is hopefully sometime soon. But yeah, that pretty much concludes this video. I feel like I sound like a YouTuber, which I'm not. But yeah, and I really hope whoever watches this, even who doesn't watch this, just in general, I hope whoever is taking any course this fall semester, no matter how many classes it is, how many units, I just wish everybody a good fall semester because, you know, the pandemic has been really hard, you know, for most of us. So, you know, I just wish you guys all the best. And yes, that is all. Thank you.